Hello students, topic for today is rural indebtedness. What exactly is this and what are the main reasons for their debts and what measures the government has built debt? But why are they incurring in the debts? Basically, farmers, if they are taking the financial support or the loans for productive purpose, they can repay back the loans. But in case if they are spending the loan for unproductive purpose, then it is very, very difficult for them to pay the debts. And most of the borrowings that they are doing are spent for unproductive purpose, and that is making them most of the farmers are in debt. And a very common saying is in our agriculture sector, they are born with the debts, live with the debts, and die with the debts. And the basic reason is they borrow for unproductive purpose for which they're not able to repay it back. Let us talk about, according to the All India Debt and Investment Survey, the rate of debts have been increased from 1951 to 2002. It was rupees 913 crores, and here when we check up in 2000, it has increased to 1,76,795 crores. To that extent, the debts of the farmers are increased. What are the major reasons for the farmers for indebtedness or debt? The major causes for the rural indebtedness are poverty. Most of the farmers are living in poor condition. They are living in absolute poverty where they are not able to satisfy the basic needs of their life, and they require the financial support to take care of the basic needs of their life. Low income always leads to low savings. That is the reason for any development in agriculture sector, they require the loan, they require the financial. Crop failures. There are natural reasons why the crop failures, and again, whenever the crops are, when you have the situation of crop failures, the farmers are not getting the returns. They are they're taking additional loans to support themselves. The next one is borrowed funds for making improvements on the land. Farmer requires the money, make some changes on the land only with the purpose of increasing or developing the productivity and production. Next one is they take the loans, the debts are basically for unproductive activity, celebration of marriages, other things that is again unproductive. The farmers are born with debts, live with debts, and die with debts. So again, debt inherited by the farmers, the parents, along with the property. They all. Next one is one of the other causes dependence on non-institutional sources. Maximum part of the debts of the farmers, because they depend on non-institutional, that is money lenders, traders, commission agents who exploit the farmers to the maximum. Next one is inadequate support price for the crop. If the farmers are getting maximum returns to their crops, then they can support themselves. The farmers are not fetching the better prices for their crops. And the cost of cultivation is increasing. Cost of production, cost of cultivation is farmers. These are the major causes of the rural indebtedness. What are the various measures suggested by the government to reduce the rural indebtedness? The first and the foremost one, enact appropriate legislation to scale down with old debts and ancestral unless and until some legal intervention is being implemented to scale down to reduce the debts of the farmers or their ancestral debts, nothing, the problem cannot be solved. The next one is increase a network of cooperative, commercial and RRBs. Basically here try to increase or try to decentralize the institutional sources of credit, increase agriculture or productivity or reduce the debts of the farmers. So here cooperative banks are the three-tier structure, the commercial banks and the regional rural banks have more and more of such institutional credit banks have to be established in the rural areas so that they depend less on the money lent. The next one is the farmers will not be in debt in case if they are getting the financial support on time and adequate credit basically to the small, marginal and the rural artisans. They should get on time so that they can carry on the agriculture cultivation. They should get enough credit so that there is no interruptions in the agriculture cultivation. The next one is the government is trying to make measures to give importance to rural poor under priority sector lending by the banks. The more and more financial institutions has to be established in the rural areas so that the farmers do have adequate and proper credit facility in the rural areas. The next one is in case of poverty, in case of any crop failures, government should provide the loans for their consumption to take care of the basic needs of their life. The government should provide institutional loans to such consumptional for the consumptional requirements. The next one is mortgaging the lands to the money lenders must be avoided. It surrender the lands to the money lenders. That should be the first thing that needs to be stopped or that should be avoided. The next one is rebate on one-time settlement of the debts. In case if the farmers are willing to repay the loan, there should be some arrangement where the farmers will be getting some concession or discount in case if they are paying back the loan or settling the loan at one go. The next one is coverage of women farmers under microfinance methodology. That is, women should be given more and more priority under the small finances to the women so that they can carry on the agriculture cultivation. So these are certain measures which will reduce the rural indebtedness in our economy. The next one we have is agriculture marketing in India. Now what is this? As we talk about production, industry, technology, marketing also plays very important role as we have seen the other things that plays a very important role. The agriculture marketing, unless and until there is a proper marketing structure, farmers will never fetch a better price. So farmers to improve the economic status, there should be proper marketing structure. How do we define this? National Commission on Agriculture, they define the agriculture marketing as a process which starts with the decision to produce or saleable farm commodity and involve all aspects of market structure of the system. So when we talk about this particular, right from the time of cultivation, right from the point of cultivation, till it reaches to the hands of the consumers, there are different stages and different process, and all that process is considered to be the agriculture market. Let us have a look at the different process or the operations that are involved in different stages of agriculture marketing. They are assembling. Assembling is all the produce, all the products cultivated by the farmers have to be pulled up in one particular place which is considered to be. The next one is grading. All the products need to be separated according to its quality. If the goods are separated according to its quality, the farmers can fetch or better prices for the better quality of the commodity. And for this, they need to have all machinery and basic knowledge how to grade the products, which is a very important stage of agriculture marketing. And once the goods are being graded according to its quality, They have to be transported. They have to see to that it reaches to the consumer, and the remaining products need to be stored in the proper warehouses provided in the rural area. So these are the different stages, and in all these stages are part of the agriculture market. The next one is what facilities need to be arranged for the basic agriculture market. First and the foremost one, storage facility. As I said that different agriculture products needs different room temperatures. Such kind of warehouses has to be constructed, maintained by the central warehousing corporations so that the farmers store the agriculture products and can afford to wait till the prices are high in the market. So the first and the foremost one, the agriculture products need to be stored in the proper, maintained warehouses. The next one is proper transportation facility. For this, the roads and the transportation should be well maintained. The next one is information. Communication plays a very vital role. The farmers need to be communicated, updated. They need to be updated with all the information with regard to the policies, with regard to the reforms, with regard to the prices which are falling in the economy. The next one is there need to be proper grading system. As I said that we need to have proper machinery and basic knowledge how to grade the commodities. Grading is separating the goods according to its quality, and once the goods are graded, government puts a seal on the standard quality of the agriculture products, which is called as egg mark, and such products always fetch better prices for the farmers. What are the various defects in the agriculture market? The major defects in agriculture marketing is inadequate storage facility. As I told about, proper, adequate storage, proper constructed and well maintained. The different temperatures have to be maintained for different agriculture commodities. In case if that is not being properly maintained, the farmers are facing lot of problems. They are forced to sell the products. They cannot afford to wait till the prices are high, and sometimes they are selling soon after the harvesting, which does not fetch better prices for their products. So the major defect of agriculture marketing today is lack of proper storage facilities. Proper warehousing facilities are not being there in the rural areas. The farmers, so because of this major reasons, farmers are not fetching better prices for their products. The next one is inadequate transportation facility. Unless and until the farmers are provided with better transportation facility, the only source of transportation is bullock cart, and that too very, very expensive. So because of this, the farmers are forced to sell the products to the local traders or money lenders at a very, very, very low prices because of lack of transportation facilities and the lack of proper maintenance of the roads. Next one is malpractices. Because there is no proper warehouses, there is no proper transportation, there exists most of the middlemen who act as a mediator between the farmers and the consumer. And their role plays a very dominating role, which is not fetching better prices to the farmers. So because of these drawbacks, there are many middlemen, and they are adopting many malpractices. Let us see what policies they are, what methods they are following to keep the farmers to maximum extent. Most of the farmers are being cheated because these middlemen do not use the proper and standard weights and measures. The farmers have to bear all the weighing charges. The farmers have to bear all the loading and unloading charges. The farmers have to pay for the grading. The farmers give lot of stock for sampling. This middlemen collect huge quantities in the name of samples, and these middlemen do not pay the money back to them on one go, at one time, and they do not give exact prices. They give very low prices to the farmers. The other drawback is lack of grading system. As I told that the farmers require proper knowledge. The farmers require machinery to grade the goods according to its quality. And in case if they are failing to separate the goods according to its quality, they are again not getting the fair prices to their agriculture commodity. So unless and until we improve the storage facilities, we improve the transportation facilities, we remove or we reduce the malpractices of the middlemen, and we improve on the grading facilities, the defects of marketing system cannot be solved. Next one is, what measures are being suggested by the government to provide a healthy marketing structure to the farmers? The most important is over here is regulated market. Very, very important for humans. State Agriculture Produce Marketing Development and Regulation Act have provided a provision for regulated markets. So what are these markets? Suppose these are the markets that are trying to remove all the unhealthy market practices, all the middlemen practices. They are trying to protect these farmers by taking care of the interest of the farmers. So let us see how are they trying to provide. The first and the foremost one is they are trying to remove all the unhealthy market practices. They are trying to protect the farmers by providing proper or remunerative or economic prices for their agriculture products. The next one is they always ensure that remunerative prices, a price of income, the farmer should get the prices for their products so that they can develop the agriculture productivity. So these markets always make sure that the farmers get better remunerative prices for their agriculture commodities. And also, they are trying to reduce the gap. They are trying to have a direct contact between the farmers and the consumers. They are trying to scale down, remove the gap between the farmers and the consumers. To narrow down the prices spread between the producers and the consumers. The next one is reduce non-functional margins of the traders and the commission agents. They collect huge money or more money for all these additional expenses. Such non-functional margins have to be reduced, which is really burden to the next one is agriculture grading and standardization. This particular act has come in 1937. For this, the government has set up various grading stations in the rural areas so that the agriculture products are properly graded, and the government provides egg mark. What is egg mark? A mark which government provides on the standard quality of the agriculture products, only to see to that the quality of the products are improvised and the farmers are receiving remunerative prices for their agriculture products. So the most important is standardization of agriculture produce is most important criteria which is strictly implementing after the Grading and Marketing Act has been introduced by the government. The next one is warehousing facilities. Lack of storage facilities was a major problem. To overcome this particular one, the government has come out with Central Warehousing Corporation, which was started in 1975 to take care of construction and maintenance of warehouses in the rural areas, basically to store the agriculture products. So we have the support of State Warehousing Corporation and FCI, Food Corporation of India, which is taking care of providing the storing the agriculture products that the farmers can store the product and fetch better prices for their agriculture commodities. The next one we have is market information. Today, the government has improvised the network, and with the help of All India Radio, Doordarshan, Kisan call centers. Government is taking various steps so that up-to-date information is reaching to all the farmers at all times, at all days. So, government has taken up the various steps to provide all the informations about what the farmers need to have it. The next one is support price. Here the government announces different policies, different subsidies so that they are supporting the farmers in various aspects. Government is fixing the minimum support price because here the farmers are not receiving the remunerative prices. Government have, with the help of Commission for Agriculture Cost and Price, CAC, they are trying to come out with minimum support price, which is fetching minimum incomes or prices to the agriculture prices. Procurement prices, one more solution to take care of the farmers. Next one is there are other measures which are trying to reduce which is trying to provide better marketing. First of that is improving the physical connectivity. As we have come across that lack of roads and communications, that is basic infrastructure, what is required for the agriculture sector, this has to be improved. For that, the government has come out with a different programs. One of them is Bharat Nirman program, trying to have the physical connectivity. The Bharat Nirman program, one of the major aspects of Bharat Nirman, what the government has started in 2004, the 5 years plan, basically to provide the connectivity, and one of the major aspects of the program is along with that, there are various other programs of the government trying to initiating to provide the physical connectivity and to provide the roads and communications to the rural areas or to the farm. The next one is improving the economic connectivity. Economic connectivity comes with the banks and the financial institutions. So they are trying to provide with the help of banks, decentralization of banks will take care of the financial requirements of the farmers so that they need not depend on the money lenders or they did not depend on the non-institutional who are exploiting the farmers to the maximum. The next one is improving the electronic connectivity. That is, with the today we are living in digital India, phone, internet, cables. These are providing all the informations to the farmers. They're upgrading all the information. They're educating the farmers with the various agriculture programs, how to go on with agriculture operations, how to operate the latest machineries with the help of thanks to the digital India, which is improvising the agriculture sector to the maximum extent. The next one is restriction on sale of products outside the regulated market. The purpose of the regulated markets is to protect the farmers. So the farmers should not sell the products beyond the regulated markets, and strict action or strict regulations on the sale of products only within the regulated market. The next one is, as we came across that the transportation cost is very expensive, and over here we are trying to reduce, the government is taking various measures to reduce the cost of transportation so that they can fetch better prices in case if they are able to transport agriculture products from the rural areas to the market area. The next one is encouraging right to bazaars. This is market to your doorstep. It is a very good initiative program taken care by our government, introduced by our government, where there are no mediators. The farmers are selling the agriculture products directly to the consumers at a very subsidized rate. It is benefiting both the farmers as well as the consumers. The next one is promoting the use of standard weights and measures. There should be all these middlemen who are using the weights and measures. It has to be standard weights and measures to be utilized so that the correct measure will be there for the agriculture commodity. Next one is development of warehousing facilities in the villages and the rural areas, which is very, very important. as we have seen, the Central Housing Corporation and the different corporations have been initiated by the government, taking care of developing such warehousing that the farmers can store the products and can comfortably sell when the prices are increased. But today, have the conclude agriculture marketing, have the modern market approach. And this is the most important. In talk about impact of economic reform, the globalization has entered to the agriculture sector, and impact of globalization, we have witnessed revolutionary changes in the market structure. Now, food retailing has played a very important role. There are different companies are taken up the responsibility of buying the agriculture farmers products from the farmers directly and reaching it to the consumer. So with the intervention of these companies into the agriculture, there is more development on the agriculture marketing structure. Say we have Reliance, we have Tata, we have Birla, we have Godrej, we have different companies, Spencer, Mahindra and Mahindra have entered into the agriculture. Corporate agriculture marketing has entered, and that has brought revolutionary changes in the agriculture market. So now what are these companies? Apart from they buying the goods from the farmers and selling it to the consumers, and the best quality is being taken care by these companies, they always are trying to provide the best quality. And apart from that, these companies are also supporting the agriculture farmers right from the seed distribution, fertilizers application, taking care of providing the proper irrigational facilities, approaching the different institutional sources so that they are getting the financial support, setting up of the warehouses, and finally selling the products. So some of these stages of agriculture marketing are also being taken care by these companies so that the position of the agriculture marketing has been improved. So with this, we have concluded this particular chapter, that is how agriculture marketing has witnessed the globalization and has complete turned the structure of the agriculture modern market. When I talk about this particular chapter, it plays a very important role. Chapter has more weightage in the examination. There are many 10 marks questions and the 5 marks. 10 marks basically the importance of agriculture, land reforms, and plays a very important role for land reforms and importance of agriculture, causes for low productivity. Land reforms basically concentrate for 5 marks to talk about impact of green revolution, talk about growth of agriculture, to have rural indebtedness and agriculture market.
ఆ చదువులమ్మ నేరుగా ప్రతి ఇంటి